Hello Pisces, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, this is Blazer the Morkie, and we are here with your reading for the next 10 days. Today we're going to have a look at your energy, the energy of the person or situation connected to you, and then how those energies mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Piscean collective. Do keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node videos for additional context and texture. And be sure to check out that description below. I have links to personal readings and all the things. So check out what we got going on. At the time this video drops, I am doing a women's webinar. If you'd like to join in, it's called Hack the Lack. And it's for those ladies who really want to embody the Empress and really let go of some limiting beliefs. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be on December 17th, 2024. So we're going to piggyback off the full moon. So let's get started with your reading, Pisces, and get your overall energy here. You get the Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, and scarlet codes. Ooh, Pisces. Some deep, intricate heart work going on here. Heart codes, blood codes with that scarlet. Temple of the Rose, ancient power. I always call Pisces, your 12th house energy. You're the shaman of the zodiac. This is really coming through for you. Expression, activation, yes, please. On your side, you get the Four of Wands, you get the Ace of Wands, and you get the Mountain in this deck, which is determination. And in this particular deck, the Mountain would be reflective of the Chariot. So, wow, you're really moving forward with some stable and inspired energies. Cool. Something is coming online for you. For the energy of the person connected to you, they get the Ten of Wands, the Strength card, and they get the Page of Pentacles. This person, they strike me as a younger energy, not necessarily a younger soul, but age-wise, they could be younger than you. They're setting out on this path of responsibility. Could be a child that has moved out of the home or just taken their first job. They are learning the ways of the world. I think at times they might feel a little like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. But at the same time, they are moving forward. They have what I would call an entrepreneurial spirit about them. So work for them, whatever they consider to be work and to be fun for them and to give them a sense of responsibility is important. This could also indicate that maybe you are encouraging this person to take more responsibility. In the connective energies, you have the Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. There is some disagreement going on between the two of you. I kind of feel like this has to do with them growing up, though, them maturing, these kind of being growing pains of a relationship. Perhaps, Pisces, this person is a little more practical, a little more pragmatic than you, which most of the other signs are when compared to a Pisces who is very spiritual, who is very flowy. There could be some differences here. Again, this could be an adult child of yours and they just have a different personality and they're going to approach things differently. However, I don't think the two of you disagree to the point where you don't want to be around each other. It may just be you don't always see eye to eye. But if you can come to appreciate, if you can really contemplate and come to appreciate the love that the two of you share, the journey that the two of you share, I think that would be important. So I'm really getting a family connection here for you, Pisces. And especially with that ancient power, the Temple of the Rose, the Scarlet Codes, it feels very ancestral to me as well. If this is not someone from your bloodline this lifetime, the soul that you are interacting with has been a part of your bloodline in a past life. Okay, so for the Four of Wands, so feeling that stability, you're feeling good. You get the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I think for the first time in a long time, you're feeling good about what you bring to the table. And you are seeing your place in the greater community. You are able now to step into your heart in a safe and expressive way that it's been quite a journey to get here. But these energies look so good to me, Pisces. I would completely and totally embrace this. If you are struggling with that, really aligning with your heart and feeling good, gratitude practices could be helpful. And I will tell you, I've been hearing about gratitude practices for years. I'm an intuitive, and I kind of got to the point where I was like, again, gratitude practices, but I was called by my own greater being to myself to say, okay, every morning when you wake up, before you even look on your phone or anything, you write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And before you go to bed every night, before you fall asleep, you write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And that can make a world of difference. It really can. Honestly, I think it started off my day better and more in a more prosperous and active and lucky kind of feeling than I felt over the last few days after I started that. So gratitude practice. Simple. Keep it simple. Don't add a whole bunch to your plate. Just keep it simple. Keep it light. Blend that into your energies, because this is very beautiful, especially if you're like, well, what is she talking about? I'm not quite feeling those energies yet, but the energy is here for you. You just have to magnetize it in. For your Ace of Wands here, this is an inspiring energy. You get the King of Wands and the Two of Cups. Pisces, have you met someone? I was getting a very ancestral energy with this other person because I didn't get romance right off the bat. And there may not be in this other person, but have you met someone? Or is your relationship with someone deepening? Are you taking things to the next level passionately? Are you opening up more intimately here, or you desire that? You're either calling this in or it's available to you right now and you are experiencing it. The only advice I really get with this at this time, because like I said, the energies look pretty good here, is to follow your true north. No matter what kind of relationships you end up in, if they're passionate, if there's lots of love and fire and all that, that's beautiful, but always follow your true north. And if that person is true north in it with you, that's great. We're going to call this reading True North, because that's what you're being called to focus on. You've got your own inspiration. It really looks like you're in a good place with these energies here. For the Chariot, or the Mountain in this deck, determination, the journey, delighting in the journey. You've got the Fool and the Five of Swords. You're acknowledging that it's been hard for you to get to this place where you can really enjoy the journey, where you can maybe even travel more lightly. Maybe you have recently, or you're working on, releasing extra stress and worry, extra pressure. It's almost like a pressure valve has been released, and I'm actually getting a little bit dizzy here, a little like my equilibrium feels kind of off. So I think that you've been carrying something that's been released, or it will be released, and maybe quite quickly. We do have, at the time of me recording this and publishing it, there's a full moon. If you're not watching it during a full moon, really pay attention to the next full moon, because I feel that you're going to be releasing something. And it's going to be this energy of enjoying the journey, enjoying the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the great things, the challenging things, and really releasing stress around maybe knowing outcomes, but just trusting as long as you follow your true north, things are going to work out for you. And it appears you have some hot and heavy connection going on right along with you. For the 10 of Wands that this person has, they get the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So for some of you, this could be This could be your romance here. This could be your person. They've got a very fiery energy. You're a water sign, but fire has definitely come into your awareness. They also bring in very similar energy to you with the Four. You have a Four of Wands. They have a Four of Wands. So the two of you may find stability with one another despite your differences. And I really see them swiftly coming toward you. Keeping in mind their work is important to them, and it's like whatever they're responsible for is important to them. Maybe the two of you have come together, but you each have your own responsibilities. They do have a focus on that, but also bring in a great energy of stability. The movement with them may feel a little faster or a little more exciting. As long as you're following your true north, that's okay. Let's see this strength card for them, because this is what they're working on here. They got the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. They are really taking action to heal themselves right now. I think it's lovely that the two of you can connect. I think it's even lovelier that they are showing me an importance of healing here. Their healing journey, they've blended that in with the work, and the work that they do is upon themselves. This feels to me like a person who wants to improve themselves, wants to become the best version of themselves, and they're very determined. You had determination. They have determination. You're determined to enjoy the journey. They're determined to heal. Healing may not have always come as natural to them as you. They could be more of like an earth sign, a little more I don't know, that water's looking kind of crazy, but I see them moving into that, and maybe you've been the spark that has led to that. Definitely soul level connection here with this Temple of the Rose. Now, this youthful younger energy I was getting here could be you're dating someone a little bit younger than you. They had the Page of Pentacles. They get the Hanged Man and the Page of Wands. Possibly this person has taken a new job or a new endeavor. That may be why they were showing us the responsibility up there. Or coming into relationship with you is what they're focused on. You've given them a new outlook and perspective. At least I'm seeing that in their energy. Maybe you've given them a new way to think about things, possibly through the disagreement that I see here in the connection. The disagreement has really led to contemplation. It's okay to disagree. There's disagreement that can lead to fights. There's toxic disagreement, just disagreeing to be disagreeable, right? But then there's disagreement that says, hey, we can agree to disagree and we love each other. We can have these differences in our personalities and in our approaches, but we can find how those two things balance. And I feel like this person is willing to look at things differently. As long as they have the willingness, I mean, you could be showing and expressing things to them, and they could be feeling a certain way with you that they've never felt with anyone else before. So keep that in mind. I would really, sometimes when I see this kind of energy, I see overwhelm. I don't see that with this person. They're open to their healing journey. In fact, they're working on it, making it a part of their progression here. So I think that's lovely energy. For the Five of Wands, you bring in the energy of the Judgment card. They bring in the Three of Wands. Ooh. If this is a romantic connection, the two of you could have, and what I'm seeing here is a past life being resolved between the two of you. Past life energies where you were together, but something broke the two of you up, or your relationship never got to go to where it needed to go. It never came into its full fruition. One, maybe them, it looks like it's on their side with the Three of Wands, may have been focused too much on the material world and not enough in relationship to you, because you're bringing in that Judgment card. So you're saying, I have something to forgive them for. We disagreed. It's kind of reminding me of the play The Christmas Carol and Scrooge. Like maybe they were kind of Scroogey and they weren't focused. They didn't have a balanced focus in their life. But their energies this time around are showing me that. So I think the two of you might be resolving a past karmic partnership as well. That often happens, you know, couples will come together again and again in different packages in different ways to resolve something very important between the two of them. For the Four of Cups, contemplation, emotional contemplation, you bring in the Temperance card and they bring in the Page of Cups. They have a lot of pages here. They're learning, but they're open to learning. They're contemplating. You may feel at times that you have to be a little more patient with them to sort out their emotional side or to sort out, it all stems back to this past life that you have with them, that maybe there's some guilt there built into their karma, their side of it here. And while there's forgiveness and there's love and there's passion, there's all these things, a really beautiful, powerful, potent connection. They're still learning. They're learning to navigate this relationship in the way it was meant to be navigated. And so it's a learning journey for them, right? Very cool, Pisces. It's looking good to me. If this hasn't manifested for you, if you're like, what is she talking about? And you're single, this could be the work each of you is doing before you meet up in the physical. And it honestly is a beautiful connection. But when we meet up in the physical, we begin to work out things together. And sometimes that gets a little messy. Pisces, let's get you a card from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle to close off your reading today. Pisces, you got the number 10 card. Every step counts. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. And with the ancient power of the Temple of the Rose, with you working on these scarlet codes, with me picking up your past life connection with this person, with them moving a little bit slower than you when it comes to the emotional spiritual, that can seem to you maybe like, well, things are taking too long. But trust me, don't push on this. If you push, that leads to disagreement. Work on patience, work on forgiveness, because there are karmic things being worked out. The two of you are bringing balance to the relationship, and actually both of your energies individually and together are quite beautiful, and both people are showing up here. Pisces, thank you so much for joining this beautiful reading today. It was my pleasure to do it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.